Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Kingsport blog update. Several things have happened since we last talked a couple of weeks ago, primarily in the Border Region District, which is out at the intersection of I-26 and I-81. The city of Kingsport's in the process of annexing 950 acres that will end up being designated as a statewide significant retail development. There are no specific plans at this point, but we are trying to position Kingsport to be sure to take advantage of a state law that is very favorable to encouraging retail development along the periphery of the state in order to level the playing field between Tennessee's higher sales tax and the many surrounding states' lower sales tax. So we needed to act quickly to get that in the city and to deal with that, so that's what we've done so far. We will continue to market that and see what happens in the very near future. Also in that area, the State Department of Transportation is in the process of awarding the contract and beginning construction of the Fordtown Road relocation project. That's actually a project that was scheduled many years ago when Exit 56 was built and appropriated with federal funds. The commitment was to take Fordtown Road and pull it around to open up land for future development, also to accommodate future traffic needs in that area. Kingsport Town Center, we are very encouraged to get the city manager's report this month. They were up 6% in sales for the month of December. For the year of 2011, they are up 6% as well. So again, very positive information from the Kingsport Town Center. We are currently working with several prospects out there, and we're hopeful to be able to make some announcements in the very near future. They did report that 15 of their smaller shops have had the best year they've ever had since being located in the mall. And of course that duration varies depending on the retailer, but still yet 15 different stores had record years. In downtown Kingsport, $14 million invested last year downtown. That was about 50% public investment and 50% private investment. We continue to see great things happening downtown. The DKA, which is the Downtown Kingsport Association, is featuring cash mobs, and they had the first one last week at Cindy Soddy Fine Art Gallery on Market Street. Every first Friday of every month, downtown Kingsport stores are open till 7 p.m. So it's something you can put on your calendar and plan for. And the DKA is organizing cash mobs, and a different store to be surprise announced right before the event will be selected, and folks will be asked to go to visit that store and spend at least $20 just to basically show that small business how much we appreciate them being in Kingsport generally and in downtown Kingsport specifically. Beef O'Brady's continues to do very well. Spoke with Tim Way yesterday, the manager and owner at that downtown Kingsport location, and he said that for the first 2 weeks they are the highest producers per square foot in the Beef O'Brady's chain, and that they're still up substantially over other locations within the region. So that's very good news. Demonstrates that you can be successful in downtown Kingsport and when you have a great business model. I was able to tour the Chamber building yesterday. Wow, what an opportunity. You know, when I first went into the press building after it closed, and you see the manufacturing, the empty manufacturing shell, and you just realize what a daunting task it's going to be to try to do something with this nearly 1 million square feet of building transformed. And so when it opens, and also the other part of the building is the Board of Education, when those two open, what a showcase it's going to be for downtown Kingsport. When we were inside the building looking out, you really get a perspective of Kingsport that many people have never had before, because those were always walled up. The windows weren't in place, and so there's a really nice view of Church Circle, and also the Dobbins Taylor Warehouse and many other historic buildings in the downtown area. The Model City Coalition continues its work. The Model City Coalition originally started in 1997 and developed a master plan for downtown. We're currently in the process of meeting regularly to update that plan and calculate ways to make modifications that are very meaningful and very strategic. We will be announcing the results of that in the near future. It's safe to say that housing is a very prime component, and we are very excited to be able to put together a package that we can promote more housing for all ranges in the downtown area, because we really want it to be a 24/7 neighborhood. created a business list for the Downtown Kingsport Association recently, and there were nearly 200 different businesses from all the various specialty retail and professional groups, all located downtown. And I think, when we drive through downtown, we tend to forget how diverse the mix of businesses are in this area. So it's the heart of Kingsport, and we all know without a strong heart, the rest of the body can't function. So we continue to do everything we can to shore up downtown Kingsport. Retail sales collections continue to be the best in 7 years citywide. Again, that's very good news for our local economy, and our local industries continue to announce new and innovative products. And the Solutia acquisition by Eastman from a position of strength is just phenomenal. It's 10 years ago when folks were pretty nervous about the future here in Kingsport. I think we all had questions about whether we as a city would be able to reposition ourselves, and I think all you have to do is look at the good men and women of Eastman and thank them for their innovation and being able to do that right here in Kingsport, Tennessee. Planning Commission update. We met with the Board of Mayor and Aldermen in an extended session on Monday to review the annexation plans for the next 18 months to 2 years, and got some consensus on changing some language in the plan of services document where it's appropriate. It's not an across-the-board change, but where appropriate, we will push out the horizon for installing sewers to a more extended time period that better matches the cash flow planning for our sewer utility. The Board of Mayor and Aldermen is in a very unique position because they serve as the chief board not only for the city, which is city taxes, but also for the water utility and the sewer utility. And each one of those three utilities, they have to try to they have to honor their fiduciary responsibilities to all of those entities. So they have to constantly weigh and balance who that customer base is. In the city limits, of course, for taxes, it's only city residents. In the water utility district, there are customers in Sullivan County, Washington County, Hawkins County, and also Greene County. So those are the constituents there. And then sewer is also in the city and the county. So when you consider that rate structure and trying to maintain a stabilized rate structure for all users of that system, it makes a lot of sense to try to plan that out to where there aren't spikes in the cash flow that are going to result in undue sewer rate increases. So hats off to the good people in our Public Works Department. We have just a core group of professionals that work diligently to make sure that they plan ahead and plan accordingly so that there aren't those spikes in the sewer utility. So we will be initiating more annexation in the Colonial Heights area as a result, and that will allow us to stitch back together that neighborhood, whether sewer is provided immediately or whether it's provided in an 8-year horizon, so that that whole neighborhood can be kept intact and they can share in the benefits of city services and without further delay. So that's what we will end up pursuing, and that is basically your 5-minute update for this week, and I will look forward to seeing you in a couple more weeks.